observing a bearded dragon in his natural environment. I don't know if she's aware that we're here yet. Now, really big head, long tail. Yes, very rare species of bearded dragon. I've never seen this color before out in the wild. It's very spectacular. Okay, we're gonna let her be now because these are very shy creatures. Very shy. Hi, Johanna Banana here. And Ruby, thank you so much for doing that silly little skit with me. I love animals and I watch a lot of David Attenborough's documentaries, and he gets like really up close and personal with the animals. And I love that. He whispers and gets all up and close and personal. And so I just wanted to do a little spoof on that. So thank you for I don't know, watching my little skit. But this is normally how Ruby is. Check it out. She's all dressed up for this pet episode today with her sundress and matching flower hat. Yes, flower hat. She's so ready. So, this pet episode, I wanted to do another pet episode because I don't go for perfection, all right? Because we spend so much of our time trying to do the right thing and be perfect and take care of business that my show's just about being fun. And so with the first pet episode, I left out some pictures of some people's pets. So sorry. And I left out a really good, I left out my newest addition, Ruby's little brother. I know, Ruby was like, what's up with that? Yeah, I know, I left out Mango Tango, Ruby's new little brother, and tell you the story behind Mango Tango and why I got Mango Tango. So I totally forgot that. But this is what happens when it's real and not scripted and we just do whatever comes to mind. Like I just got home and I'm like, Ruby, let's do a funny, what? It wasn't that bad, Ruby. She's still embarrassed. She's not really an outside kind of girl. We took her for a walk once and a fly, was it a fly? What landed on her, Aiden?
There was something that was
Something
flying.
landed on her. She was on a leash because
landed
they have bearded dragon leashes. So she was on a leash and something landed, a bug or something, and she just puffed up and freaked out.
Yeah.
So I think because we treat Ruby like she's, I don't know, what do we treat Ruby like? She's a little cat or a toddler. I kind of call her my little toddler because I dress her up and pose her for all these holiday photos and things like that. She's not really an outdoor girl. So thank you, Ruby. Thank you so much for putting up with going outside. And thank you for being so patient and tolerant as we dress you up for every holiday. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so Aiden was going to his grandmother's and he was going to be gone for several days. And it was the first time that I had to be by myself. Something has developed after my dad passed away. I've been having trouble staying by myself. Being alone is really hard, which is so ironic because I loved being alone. I was an only child. I liked having that time being alone. So I was freaking out when Aiden left, my sidekick. And so I hung out with a friend of mine and we went to a reptile store because I wanted to see animals because that makes me happy, right? When I'm sad, right? Or when you're sad, don't you cling to your pets and your animals? And so I went there and I saw Mango Tango. I saw a leopard gecko. And I suddenly remembered that when I was Aiden's age, 15 or 16, I can't remember which, but when I was 15 or 16, I watched Jack Hanna. For those of you who remember Jack Hanna, I love Jack Hanna. And I watched one of his shows and he had a leopard gecko on there. And I learned all about leopard geckos and I really, really wanted this leopard gecko. And so my dad got me a leopard gecko. Looked a little different. We're going to show a picture of the leopard gecko at the end of this clip. Looked a little different than Mango Tango. They've really changed. But I was going through a I had a tumultuous, I've always been in tumultuous relationships. I don't know what it's ever to be like to be in a healthy relationship. I would like to, hopefully one day I'll be in a healthy relationship and know what that's like. But it was my first relationship. I had my high school boyfriend. It was tumultuous. We were young, you know, the feelings are intense. And so my dad got me a leopard gecko to cheer me up. And we think we've lost our leopard gecko.
I know.
To cheer me up and to keep my mind off of boys. So when I saw Mango Tango at the store, I thought, I just felt my dad coming back to me and saying that get a gecko.
I hate to pick you up like that.
Geckos keep you away from boys.
Giving me a
So
heart attack.
we're gonna put Gecko. We're gonna put Mango Tango away because he's not like Ruby. He just wants to go.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, Mango, you need to go. Can you put Mango back? We're gonna put Mango back, and I'm gonna.
I need to get him into a right spot. Don't pick him up. He's gonna poop on you again.
No. Okay. I will actually. While he's on the shoulder, I will tell you about my
Just
gecko.
keep talking. I'll figure it out.
So my gecko, we named her Salome.
Where is he?
He's right here, and I used to keep her on my shoulder. Okay. So geckos live about 18 to 20 years. So of course I still had Salome when I met my first husband and was getting married. And so I had Salome, my gecko, when I was engaged to my first husband. We were living together, and I used to keep Salome on my shoulder. She was kind of like Ruby. I could take her everywhere with me. I don't think we'll ever be able to do that with Mango, but so I had her on my shoulder like how Aiden had Mango on his shoulder. And I was in my kitchen, okay? I was in my kitchen, and all of a sudden Salome lost grip from my shoulder, and I'm standing in the kitchen, and your kitchen it was a hard tile floor, and she fell. My leopard gecko Salome, the one that my dad got me in high school to stay away from the boys, fell right on her back and went, ah! I was traumatized. I was crying, I was screaming. I thought she was dead. I didn't know what to do. My first husband didn't know what to do with me because I was an emotional basket case and didn't know how to deal with me. So I had to call my dad. Obviously, he was my go-to person, always was. You know, even though I was engaged, right? He couldn't deal with me. I'm emotional, I'm crying. He couldn't calm me down. So my dad ended up coming to pick me up. We put Salome, who could barely walk, we put Salome in a box, and we took her to an emergency reptile. I lived in the Bay Area, okay, at the time. And so we had like a reptile after hours. I think it was the weekend or whatever. Anyways, my dad found a reptile vet after hours that we went to. And I was crying. I still remember I was crying. My dad was driving. I had Salome in the shoebox. I'm sobbing. And I was just so upset. And so we took Salome to the reptile emergency vet. And they said it didn't look good, but they were going to observe her overnight. And so I had to leave her there overnight. And so my dad drove me back home to my fiance. And at that point, we were driving back home, my dad said, look, I don't have a good feeling about him. And this is my first husband. He says, I don't have a good feeling about him. And he's right. I mean, my fiance should have been driving me to take my gecko to the after hours vet. Not my dad, but he couldn't deal with me, and he didn't want to spend the money and drive me there. So my dad did it. And he begged me. My dad didn't beg me, but my dad said, seriously think about marrying this guy. Seriously think about it. And I did. And I married him anyways. And divorced him a year later. Yeah, my dad was right. My dad could always see the writing on the wall, but he would let me go through it and then be there for me, you know, when it fell apart. Yeah, that was my dad. All right, here I am. I got some good interviews here. Can you believe that they have their own personalized pillows? Yes. All right, Floydie. So, hi. Let me see your thing here. Oh, look at you in your tuxedo. And look, you've got your bling bling going on here. That's awesome. So, what is it like being KP's pet? A lot of clothes? Really? Pillows? You have a lot of toys? He says he has to pose for a lot of pictures. Really? Oh boy, that's why he's so good at posing. Yes. So you're 5 years old. He's a 5-year-old Chihuahua. Yes. And what's your favorite music? Oh, right, Pink Floyd. I should have known. He loves Pink Floyd. Okay, so we're gonna go see your sister now. Hi. What are you wearing? She's wearing a sweater that has a flamingo on it. And this is Sid Vicious. Check her out. Yeah, she even has her own overalls. Yeah. Okay, come here, Siddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes. Now, the cool story about Sid is, where did your mom find you? Oh, it was a dumpster. That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Found her in a dumpster. Yes. And there was even a time that you lived in a car with your mom, huh? Yeah, those were some good times. But now look at you. You have your clothes, you have toys, you have your personalized pillow. And let me tell you something about Sid. One time KP asked me to wash Sid, right? And I was like, cool, I get to wash KP's dog, right? Well, we did the bath, didn't we, Sid? We did the bath, okay? And then I didn't know this. Yeah, KP didn't tell us. And you didn't say anything either, Sid. What the freak? So we go on the table, because I was just like, I'm gonna fluff her up for her, right? I'm gonna fluff you up. Yeah, Sid and the dryer are not friends, okay? And all of a sudden, you were just the dog flew off the table into my arms. I'm like, I barely caught her. And I thought, oh my God, I almost broke KP's dog. Yeah, but we didn't, and you're good. Yeah. So Sid Vicious and Pink Floyd, aren't they adorable?
Hold up the pillows.
Oh, here's the pillows. Check out the pillows. Aren't they cool? Thanks for the interview, guys. All right, so before we wrap up another pet episode, or actually my second pet episode of Johanna Banana, we're gonna do a slideshow. I just wanted to talk about another thing that I like about pets. And I think what I love about pets is what pets bring out in people. Now, I'm naturally bubbly, open. I treat everybody like I've known them for 50 million years, okay? Now, we know that not everybody's like that. I consider myself a golden. At the end of the show, I'm gonna add a little clip of a golden, because it's so me. Like, Goldens are happy, they're in your face, look at me, they wag their tail, everything's like so cool and exciting, and that's how I am. I'm like that. So if I was a dog, I would be a golden. Now, people can be like that with dogs, okay? I'll see like the biggest, burliest guy, right? He's covered in tattoos. He'll be packing a gun, hip holster gun, and he'll come in, and the minute he sees his dog, he's a completely different person. Oh, there's my little girl. Hi, come here, girl. Oh, was she a good girl? Completely different demeanor, and that's what I love. I love watching my coworkers when they're working with pets, because everybody has their own style, okay? I kind of treat pets and dogs like I'll talk to them like I talk to everybody else, like they're my best friend. When they come in, I'll say, hello, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Come on in, let's go to the tub. That's how, because I honestly, if I had my own world, animals would talk. Like, I love that movie Zootopia, where the animals were just, on their phone. One, I think, was a con artist. I love that because that's kind of how I see pets, kind of like people, and I will talk to them like people. Now, LB, we all know LB, good friend of mine, love her. When she's working with dogs, she'll see them over there and she's like, I see you over there. So she has her own kind of dialogue. Another thing that LB does that I love is we tag team dogs when they're getting their nails done. And I always ask LB to sing the Lollipop song to nervous dogs, okay? So she will sing the Shirley Temple Lollipop song. Yes, she will. She will do that. She will sing the good ship lollipop, and it just cracks me up every time. So if I'm having issues, I'll say, assistance, I do the lollipop song, stat. And LB will be right there with the lollipop song, and I love that. Now, SB and JY are awesome when they do nail trims. They are like the best team when it comes to nail trims because they have a ton of experience, and they both talk to the dogs like you're potty training a toddler. Okay, it's so hilarious and cute, and it makes the dogs feel really well. So what they do is they'll do one nail. Oh, good job. Like when your kid finally goes potty, you're a big boy now, you went potty, yay! That's what they do, and I love it every time. So I think what I really like is seeing how people change when they're talking to their pets. I just enjoy watching that, I really do. And it's just incredible. Now, JY has horses, and I don't know anything about horses, so I'm always asking her about horses. She has 3 horses. One is Rain Check, and he's a warm-blooded horse. You're gonna see a photo of him. And he is famous. He's won some ribbons, he's been in shows, he does what's called hunter jumping, and I guess you don't jump as high, it's more controlled. And then she has a baby named Winnie, which is kind of like a draft horse mix, like you see on those big commercials. So yeah, and she's young still, only a couple years old. And then she has an older horse, Woody. And so we're going to show the pictures of them. I'm so sorry that I left them off the last episode, but like I said, my show's unscripted. I kind of just, hey, I feel like shooting an episode, let's make an episode kind of thing. So I will be making several pet episodes because I always have a lot of pet stories, and I love pets. I love pets, I love animals. Some people call me Anime Clampett because I love them critters, and I do, I really do. So there will be several pet episodes. We have my producer, director, Aiden over here checking to make sure that I'm not talking way too much, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm wrapping it up. Okay, so I know, I'm so sorry. Like, some of these episodes are so long, and I keep trying to wrap it up because I'm like, God. Anyhow, thank you again for watching an episode of Johanna Banana, another episode, the second pet episode. We're not in double digits with the pet episodes, but we probably will be because I love pets so much. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and also let's pray for Ukraine, okay? This is just, oh my gosh. Oh, the whole thing is very upsetting, and I'm kind of relieved that my dad's not seeing this because he would really be chomping at the bit right now. But anyways, let's keep Ukraine in our prayers. Thank God for them fighting back. That's amazing. And yes, thank you for watching Johanna Banana.